Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something real quick. What if I told you your entire life could change in one single day? Not 10 years from now, not next month, not when conditions get perfect, not when people finally see your worth, not when you get that opportunity, but today, right now, one single day. What if I told you the life you keep dreaming about, the version of yourself you keep imagining, the freedom, the peace, the success, the strength, the happiness you've been chasing? It could all start in 24 hours. You might roll your eyes and say, that's impossible. But let me break this down for you. The reason you feel stuck, the reason you feel broken, the reason you feel like your life is a mess is because you keep waiting for something outside of you to rescue you, instead of realizing the rescue has been in your hands this whole time. One day can fix it all, because one day is all it takes for you to finally decide that you're done living the way you've been living. One day is all it takes for you to draw the line in the sand and say no more. No more excuses. No more procrastination. No more living small. No more hanging around people who drain me. No more putting myself last. No more waiting for permission. One day can be the day that changes everything, but it won't come easy, because fixing your life in a day means facing all the lies you've been telling yourself for years, and that's the hardest thing you'll ever do. Let me tell you why people never change. It's not because they can't. It's not because they're not smart enough or strong enough. It's because they love their comfort zone too much. They love the illusion of safety that their excuses give them. They love telling the same story, I'll do it when I have more time. I'll start when I feel ready. I'll go after it when I'm confident. I'll change when life gets easier. And then years pass, and you're still the same. Nothing changes because you don't. Nothing gets fixed because you don't decide. You want to fix your entire life in one day. Here's the secret. You don't need the whole staircase mapped out. You just need to take the first step. You don't need every answer, you just need to decide that today you're not going to keep living like yesterday. One day of radical change can set the tone for every other day that follows. The question is, do you want it bad enough? Think about this. Every life-altering story you've ever heard, every person who went from nothing to something, from broken to healed, from lost to found, from failure to success, it all started with one decision. One day, that day when they said enough is enough. I can't live like this anymore. I'd rather suffer chasing my dream than stay comfortable in my misery. That's the day their whole life began to change. You want to know how to fix your life in a day? You've got to make today that day. I know what you're thinking, but my problems are too big. My life is too far gone. I've made too many mistakes. It's going to take years. No, it doesn't. Healing takes time. Growth takes time. Building takes time. But the decision, the actual turning point, that only takes one day. That only takes one moment of complete honesty with yourself. You don't heal overnight, but you can stop hurting yourself today. You don't build success overnight, but you can stop sabotaging yourself today. You don't become your best self overnight, but you can stop being your worst self today. One day, one choice, one decision. That's all it takes. See, life doesn't change because of time. Life changes because of decisions. You've been waiting for time to fix you, but time doesn't heal what you refuse to face. Time doesn't change you if you keep living the same way. What changes you is when you finally stand up and decide, I will not keep living like this. That's the moment your life starts shifting. You want to fix your life in a day. Start by telling yourself the truth. No more sugarcoating. No more pretending. No more blaming everybody else. Look in the mirror and say, this is on me. That's the first step. The second step, get rid of the dead weight. Cut the toxic people. Cut the habits that are killing you. Cut the excuses. Cut the laziness. Cut the lies you tell yourself. Clean your space. Clean your mind. Clean your circle. Fixing your life in a day isn't about magically creating perfection. It's about stripping away everything that's been holding you back. Ask yourself right now, if I cut out the distractions, if I cut out the drama, if I stopped lying to myself, if I stopped waiting, what would my life look like? You already know the answer. You already know what's been killing your progress. You already know the phone is stealing your time. You already know that friend is draining you. You already know you're settling in a relationship that doesn't grow you. You already know you've been eating your pain, drinking your pain, scrolling your pain instead of facing it. Don't act like you don't know. Deep down, you know. And here's the crazy part. The moment you finally decide to face it, that's the moment everything changes. Because clarity is power. The truth sets you free. You can't fix your life by lying to yourself. But once you're honest, the game changes. So how do you fix your entire life in a day? You decide. Today, not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Not when life gets easier. Today, you take responsibility. You cut what you need to cut. You commit to building what you need to build. And you stop waiting for somebody to save you. Because the truth is, nobody is coming. Nobody owes you a better life. Nobody owes you happiness. Nobody owes you success. This is on you. And that's not bad news. That's the best news you'll ever hear. Because if it's on you, that means it's in your control. That means you don't have to wait. That means you don't need permission. That means you can change it today. Let me ask you something. How long are you going to keep waiting? How many more days, weeks, months, years are you going to waste? How long are you going to let your fear run your life? How long are you going to let your pain define you? How long are you going to keep playing the victim? Enough. You've wasted enough time. You've cried enough tears. You've lived small long enough. This is your moment. This is your one life. Don't you dare waste another day of it. One day can fix it all. Because one day is all it takes to change your direction. And when you change your direction, you change your destination. You've been walking down the wrong road for too long. But if you turn around today, if you change direction today, your whole future changes. That's the power of one day. You've been looking for motivation. You've been looking for a sign. Here it is. This is it. This is your sign. This is your wake-up call. This is your moment. Don't you dare keep scrolling. Don't you dare keep waiting. Don't you dare waste this opportunity. Fix your life today. And when you do, people are going to notice. They're going to say, "What happened to you? You seem different. You seem stronger. You seem focused. You seem alive again." And you'll smile because you'll know the truth. It only took one day. Your life doesn't change when the calendar flips. Your life changes when you flip the switch in your mind. Your life doesn't change when circumstances get better. Your life changes when you get better. And that decision, that's made in one day. So let today be that day. Let this be the day you stop playing small. Let this be the day you stop living in fear. Let this be the day you stop making excuses. Let this be the day you stop waiting for perfect conditions. Let this be the day you stop doubting yourself. Let this be the day you fix your life. Because at the end of the day, you've only got one life, one chance, one story, and you get to write it. Don't waste another page. Pick up the pen and start writing a better one today. Your life can change in one day. Why not today? You've been waiting for somebody to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Now's the right time." But listen carefully. There is no right time. Life doesn't pause for you to catch up. The universe doesn't send an email saying, "Congratulations, you're ready now." The right time is the moment you decide it is. The right time is when you stop delaying. The right time is when you finally wake up and say, "If I don't fix my life now, I might not have another chance." Think about how many people didn't wake up today. Think about how many people had plans, dreams, things they wanted to do and they never got another chance. You're alive, you're breathing, you got this one shot, and you're really gonna waste it waiting for some perfect scenario that doesn't even exist. You've got to wake up and grab it with both hands. You fix your life in one day by deciding you're tired of living the same day over and over again. Because that's what most people do. They don't live. They just repeat. They repeat the same routines, the same fears, the same excuses, the same habits, the same cycle. And then one day they wake up old and full of regret, realizing they never really lived at all. That's not gonna be you. Not after today. Today you're gonna break the cycle. Today you're gonna rewrite your story. Today you're gonna rise up and say, "I'm not gonna live like this anymore." Do you know what happens when you make that decision? You wake up with energy you didn't even know you had. You start looking at your life differently. You stop tolerating nonsense. You stop wasting time. You stop putting yourself in situations that don't serve you. You start demanding better from yourself. And when you demand better, you get better. And yes, people are gonna doubt you. People are gonna say you can't change your life in a day. They'll laugh at you. They'll roll their eyes. But understand this. They're not laughing at you because it's impossible. They're laughing because they never had the courage to do it themselves. They're projecting their own fear on you. But don't let their fear become yours. You've got to decide that their opinion doesn't matter more than your future. Fixing your life in one day means taking radical action. That means cleaning your space. That means deleting those contacts you know are toxic. That means starting that project you've been delaying. That means apologizing where you need to, forgiving where you need to, and letting go where you need to. That means making a list of what you refuse to tolerate anymore, and actually sticking to it. It's not about perfection. It's about commitment. It's about drawing the line and saying this is where the old me dies, and the new me is born. Don't underestimate the power of momentum. The reason your life feels stuck is because you're standing still. The second you start moving, even in small ways, the energy shifts. And when energy shifts, opportunities start showing up. Doors start opening. Ideas start flowing. People start noticing. Your life starts aligning with who you're becoming. But it only happens when you take that first step. Let me tell you something. The hardest prison to break out of isn't the one with walls and bars. It's the prison you've built in your mind. You've told yourself for so long that you're not good enough, that you're too late, that you're too broken, that you're too far behind, that now you believe it. But the truth, none of that is real. It's a story you've been repeating, and the only reason it feels true is because you keep saying it. But here's the good news. You can tell yourself a new story, starting today. And when you tell yourself a new story, you start building a new life. If you've been telling yourself you're weak, today is the day you tell yourself you're strong. If you've been telling yourself you're unlucky, today is the day you tell yourself you're blessed. If you've been telling yourself you're broken, today is the day you tell yourself you're healing. If you've been telling yourself you're a failure, today is the day you tell yourself you're a fighter. Fixing your life in a day means flipping the script in your head, because the way you talk to yourself is shaping everything around you. You've got to understand this. Your life doesn't need fixing because you're unworthy. It needs fixing because you're too powerful to keep living beneath your potential. You know deep down you were meant for more. You know deep down there's greatness inside you. You know deep down you've been playing small. And that's why you've been so restless, so unhappy, so unsatisfied. Because your soul knows there's more in you than what you've been giving. Today is the day you honor that greatness. Today is the day you finally say no more small living, no more settling, no more hiding, no more dimming my light to make other people comfortable. Today is the day you choose you. And when you choose you, everything else starts to align. Fixing your life in one day isn't about suddenly becoming a millionaire. It's not about instantly having the perfect body, the perfect career, the perfect relationship. It's about making the decision to step into a new standard, a new mindset, a new level of discipline. And once you set that standard, once you raise that bar, you don't lower it again. So today, raise the bar on your habits, raise the bar on your mindset, raise the bar on the people you allow into your life, raise the bar on the way you treat yourself, raise the bar on what you expect for your future. And once you raise it, refuse to lower it for anyone or anything. Because listen to me, the day you raise your standard is the day your life starts changing. In that decision, it happens in one day. When you wake up tomorrow morning, after deciding today to fix your life, the world won't look different, but you will. The sun will rise the same way. People will still act the same. Problems will still exist, but something inside you will have shifted. That shift is everything. Because once you shift, the way you handle life changes. The way you see problems changes. The way you see yourself changes. And once you see yourself differently, you'll never accept the same level of mediocrity again. That's the beauty of one decision. It doesn't just change your actions. It changes your identity. And once your identity changes, your future changes. If you've been calling yourself a victim, today you become a fighter. If you've been calling yourself unlucky, today you become resilient. If you've been calling yourself average, today you become unstoppable. And the world has no choice but to respond to who you decide to be. Let me be very clear. Your environment may not clap for you. Don't expect applause when you change. Don't expect support. Don't expect people to understand, because some people need you to stay broken. It makes them feel better about not changing. Some people need you to stay weak. It makes their excuses more believable. Some people need you to stay average. It makes their mediocrity feel normal. And when you break out of that, when you start fixing your life, you're going to make them uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. Their comfort is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is your future. Your responsibility is your calling. Your responsibility is your purpose. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need approval to evolve. You don't need validation to change. You just need to decide that today, right here, right now, you're going to stop waiting and start becoming. Fixing your life in one day requires courage. Courage to face yourself. Courage to admit where you've been wrong. Courage to walk away from things that no longer serve you. Courage to step into the unknown. Courage to risk being misunderstood. Courage to demand more from yourself than you've ever demanded before. And courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action despite fear. Don't think you need to feel fearless to start. You just need to move even when you're scared. And let me tell you something. You're going to be scared. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to feel like quitting. That's normal. That's part of growth. Growth isn't comfortable. Change isn't easy. But you're not here for easy. You're here because you're tired of being tired. You're here because you're done being stuck. You're here because you know deep down, there's more to you than the life you've been living. And if you've got to be scared to get there, so be it. Fixing your life in a day means deciding to show up even when it's hard. Deciding to stop negotiating with your excuses. Deciding that no matter how tired you are, no matter how broken you feel, no matter how heavy life has been, you are going to rise anyway. You're going to fight anyway. You're going to believe anyway. You're going to keep moving anyway. Because your destiny depends on every single person you admire, every success story you've ever heard, every life that turned around. It all began with one day, one decision, one turning point. And today is yours. This is your turning point. This is your one day. This is your moment in history when everything changes. Don't miss it. Think about it. If you take this one day seriously, if you go all in, if you cut the excuses, if you start right now, imagine where you could be in 6 months. Imagine where you could be in a year. Imagine where you could be in 5 years. But it all traces back to this day. The day you finally decided to fix your life. That's the power of one day. So how do you do it? You stop waiting. You stop complaining. You stop blaming. You stop settling. You stop delaying. And you start. You start with what you have. You start where you are. You start small if you need to. But you start because starting is everything. You don't have to know the whole path. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to move. And once you move, momentum takes over. You've been sitting in neutral for too long, wondering why nothing is changing. But cars don't move in neutral. Life doesn't move in neutral. You've got to shift into drive. And the second you do, you start moving forward. Fixing your life in a day means giving yourself permission to dream again. Somewhere along the way you stopped dreaming. Life beat you down. People doubted you. Failures discouraged you. And slowly you let your dreams die. But not anymore. Today you breathe life back into them. Today you remember what you wanted before fear got in the way. Today you start chasing the vision again. Because without vision, you perish. Without vision, you wander. Without vision, you waste time. But when you get clear on what you want, when you set your eyes on where you're going, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You stop settling for distractions. You stop giving your energy to things that don't align with your future. Today is the day you get clear. Today is the day you decide what you want your life to look like. And you refuse to live any other way. And listen, don't think you need to wait until you're healed or perfect to start. You don't fix your life by being flawless. You fix your life by moving while you're still broken. You fix your life by believing while you're still doubting. You fix your life by working while you're still hurting. Healing happens in motion. Confidence comes from action. Success grows from effort. If you wait to be ready, you'll be waiting forever. So today you stop waiting. Today you take action. Today you fix your life. Because here's the truth. The only difference between the life you have and the life you want is the decisions you make daily. And that begins with one day. This day, right now.